Hey guys, welcome back. And the trade deadline just ended, and what a wild deadline we had. So many big names were moved. A lot of teams didn't make deals that should have made deals. We had big trades, big name players. So I'm going to be getting into 5 winners and 5 losers from the NFL trade deadline. Before I do it though, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe if you are new. We did have a live stream during it. You guys really enjoyed that. Had a ton of fun talking with you guys. Let's go ahead and get into this with the first winner. I talked about this on my Christian McCaffrey trade video. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is the biggest winner of the deadline here. He struggled to throw the ball downfield really all year, and now he's got a guy in Christian McCaffrey who he can check the ball down to and who can go create his own plays. We saw this on Sunday in full force. McCaffrey received a touchdown, ran for a touchdown, and threw a touchdown. Their playbook is a lot more open now, and it just takes a lot of pressure off Jimmy G. I think this is the biggest winner of the deadline here. We know what Jimmy G can do. He can put you and he can get you down the field, but he's not going to throw the touchdown. This team is a team that wants to run the ball, play hard defense. Christian McCaffrey allows them to do that. If this team can stay healthy, they could definitely be the winners in the NFC. The biggest loser of the deadline is the Green Bay Packers. Come on, guys. What are you doing? You clearly see the problems that are taking place in this franchise right now. Aaron Rodgers doesn't have any pass catchers. Go make a trade for somebody. I saw AJ Green's name was floating around. Brandon Cooks and DJ Moore. Give up your first round pick. Go get DJ Moore. Get a true number one wide receiver that can help this franchise build momentum to get into the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers is not Superman. He can't win with Christian Watson and Romeo Doubs. As much as I like those guys, those aren't the guys that you want right now to help you win a Super Bowl. I'm just very disappointed. I thought they were going to make a move. They do with wide receivers what the Colts do with quarterbacks. They just kind of put a Band-Aid over it and they don't want to solve the issue. Go get a true receiver. This is what they've been lacking for years, and they're probably going to miss the playoffs now as a result of this. Another winner here is the Baltimore Ravens bringing in Roquan Smith. I don't have the Bears as a loser here. I don't think they won or lost. I think the Chase Claypool deal was horrible for them, but I thought the other deals they made were solid. But the Ravens add a linebacker in Roquan Smith. Now the question is, how much are you going to pay Roquan and Lamar Jackson, both whose contracts are up this year? That's the big question mark. I think they should be all right, but they get another linebacker that's going to help this defense. Pair him with Odafe Owe, who's coming back, and pair him alongside Patrick Queen. That's a very good linebacker trio. The Ravens seem to be in a pretty good spot right now. They weren't able to get Lamar Jackson a true number one receiver. It is what it is. This defense is going to play hard. I like what the Ravens did. I did not like what the Rams did. They're a loser. I mentioned this in the McCaffrey video. They should have went all out for McCaffrey, and they weren't able to get the deal done. They should have gone all out for Kareem Hunt. They didn't get that done. Brandon Cooks couldn't get that done. Brian Burns, they couldn't get anything done. And this is a team that I think their season is over, in all honesty. The receiving room is very slim. This pass rush has not been very good outside of Aaron Donald. The secondary hasn't played great, and this offensive line has been poor as well. They're a loser here, and I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I think they had to make a move here. They should have made a splash like they did last year to bring in Von Miller. They could still get Odell Beckham, but I don't love what they did. They are a loser for me. A massive winner are the Miami Dolphins. Talked about this on stream. They are a Super Bowl contender now. I honestly think they are. Adding Bradley Chubb to this defense, pairing him alongside Melvin Ingram is massive. Chubb is a really, really good player. The questions are, can he stay healthy? He's dealt with injuries in his career. I think he should be fine, and he's had a great season. You also had Jeff Wilson for a 5th-round pick. Good value there, especially after you traded Chase Edmonds. Wilson has been a solid back. You get another 49ers running back from Mike McDaniel in this offense. This defense is better. We know how much this offense works, and this is an offense that can put up a lot of points. Can their defense stop people? That's been the question. They go out and get Bradley Chubb. I love it for them. They're a winner. Another loser here is DJ Moore. DJ Moore is a loser here because he's got to stick in Carolina. I thought that they were going to move him. Green Bay, New York, a team that's ready to make the playoffs. DJ Moore's a great receiver. Even the Rams, I thought would have been nice for him. They weren't able to get a deal done. He sticks in Carolina with Lord knows what at quarterback. They have no running game. Brian Burns could even be a loser here. Those are two very, very promising players that are wasting their careers in Carolina right now. They're losers because they have to stick around. A winner here is Trevor Lawrence. They went out and got Calvin Ridley. This doesn't help them win this year. That Calvin Ridley trade, I think, was incredible for them. I mentioned this in my power rankings last night. They needed to go get a number one receiver. It wasn't really the answer with Christian Kirk. Kirk is a good receiver. He's not a number one. Calvin Ridley can be a number one guy. I do think so, which is hilarious that he bet on the Falcons to beat the Jags. He gets suspended for a year, and now he's on the Jags. Crazy how things work. I think Trevor Lawrence is a winner. He gets another pass catcher that can help him and hopefully take the stress off of him. I've got him as a winner here. A loser is the New York Giants. This is a team that I thought was going to make a splash, similar to the Packers. Go get a wide receiver. They trade Kadarius Toney, which I didn't love. I mean, I thought the trade was all right for them, but I didn't love that they had to give up a receiver, and they weren't able to replace him. Granted, Toney's been injured, hasn't played, but you had to go get a receiver. Brandon Cooks was available. Jerry Jeudy was a guy that apparently they were very interested in. They weren't able to get a deal done. I still think this is a playoff team, a wild card team at the very least, but they're a loser for me. A winner here is TJ Hawkinson. Goes to Minnesota, gets to pair up with Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen and Dalvin Cook, which makes that offense so much fun. And he gets to go to a playoff team. Hawkinson has been a top 10 tight end. The Vikings get a really good player. They're going to get a guy that's going to help them win right away. I really think he is going to be a difference maker for this team. They had Irv Smith, who's a solid player, but Hawkinson, top 10 at his position. They also got 2 fourth-round picks in the deal as well. They are a winner. And my final loser is Brandon Cooks. I shouldn't be wanting this guy to get traded again, but he's wasting his career in Houston. He wanted to get traded. You saw with his cryptic tweet after the trade deadline. He also was liking every tweet about him going to Minnesota or going somewhere. And they weren't able to get it done because of his contract, which is $18 million guarantees. He's got to stick in Houston. I thought that Houston should have made a move. He would have fit in New York or Green Bay or LA. And none of those teams bit, and he's got to stay in Houston. So he is a loser of this deadline for me. But guys, who do you think is a winner or a loser? I didn't mention the Steelers, who I think had a pretty solid deadline, adding William Jackson and a second-round pick from the Bears. I didn't mention the Broncos. I think they got a good deal, a couple of good deals. Lots of teams that made moves. Who is your winners? Who is your losers? Let me know in the comment section below. That's going to do it for me in this video. This has been a wild day. Like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.